What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 104 to the best of my knowledge, right? Okay. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of the year in 2023. And here we are coming close to the end of 2024. And we are still doing weekly sneaker rotations, right? Okay. Y'all asked me to keep the count moving forward after I completed it in 2023. So that's what I decided to do. So here we are, man. Pretty much, y'all know I end things off on a end things off on a Friday and pick right back up on Saturday. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section and it's free to sign up. Where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk over there, but we got a food section, a sports section, a music section, you name it, man. We're doing it all over there. And just in case if I can't respond to you guys in the comment section fast enough, I will most likely be active over there. So pretty much I'm not charging anybody anything for that. But anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into this weekly sneaker rotation. Like I said, end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So this Saturday, the kid actually went to the chop shop, and by the time that I'm shooting this video, might be time to go back. But hey, it is what it is. I like to give my barber a little bit of work to do whenever I come in there. So obviously I skip a few weeks or two. But anyway, on Saturday, the kid started to step in none other than the Nike foam posits, and these are the coppers that you guys just see me pick up on that recent mall vlog that I just did, where I picked up the Legend Blues. Now this right here, this is a shoe that, all honesty, looks great on images, but looks even better in person, man. Y'all know I rock these joints loosey-goosey, and I don't regret my purchases at all. Now, I think if you do a little bit of footwork and research, you can probably find these still available for retail. I wouldn't be surprised if these actually go below retail, but I don't regret these right here, man. And I will say that the 2024 foam posits, they have been becoming super more comfortable compared to the ones that, like, say, like my eggplants paws that came out in 2017. And yeah, man, these right here is probably DMV vibes all the way. And I feel like if you're gonna be in a DMV, I feel like this is also a requirement. But at the same time, I mean, it's preference at the end of the day. It's one of these shoes where I ain't gonna say it's required to be a sneakerhead, but I mean, if you got the extra funds, why not? And I know there are those set of people that's just not into foam posits at all, so I can't really pick your collection for you. That's what makes us all unique at the end of the day, if you ask me, is comparing our collections. We're probably gonna have a lot of stuff that's similar, but we have some stuff that's slightly different. But anyway, this was my Saturday shoe, was a Nike foam posit copper. Cool. Now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. Again, this one right here, with holidays being right around the corner, if you're not living under a rock, this is pretty much the week where Christmas comes, man. So still had to pick up some last minute gifts, some miscellaneous items, and just get some stuff for the house, man. I love holidays, but also I don't miss them whenever they go too. It's kind of like I enjoy them for the moment, but I'm ready to get right back in action. But it is what it is. Kid had to run some errands and pick up some last minute gifts. And I wanted to be comfortable, so I chose none other than the Nike, and this is the off-white Prestos right here, man. This is a shoe I did pay resale on the back end for these guys right here, but I don't regret it. It is yellowing, but it's an all-white joint, but it's one of those I wanted to be comfortable as I was on the go, right? That's the best way I can describe this shoe, where it's a shoe where when I first looked at it, I was like, man, I don't see why people are going crazy for this joints. But if you have it, it's under those, this is the perfect example of a shoe, like, honestly, you just need to have in hand. And comfortability is through the roof, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna compare it to something, how people used to go crazy and say that the Yeezys were super comfortable if you had that boost in there, this right here top sets by a long shot, right? Okay, just imagine if Ye would have stayed with Nike and did a collab with this would be super crazy. But anyway, it did a collab with Off-White. RP to Virgil, do not want to forget that part as well. But this was my Sunday shoe, was the Off-White Prestos, and this is the all white colorway, or the white colorway. I'm not gonna say all white, but white. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Monday, which basically I'm gonna say this, the last shoe that you guys just seen, the Prestos, inspired me to pick this shoe up, or at least grab this shoe on the way out the door, because I guess I was just in comfortability mode, so the kid right back at the work, y'all know how it goes, and pretty much I stepped in none other than the Yeezy, and these are the 350 V2s, semi-frozen yellow colorway, aka a lot of people like to call these McDonald's specials, because it used to be like where I believe it was a fish sandwich, and certain sandwiches would come in like this type of wrapper that kind of looks like the McDonald's wrapper, right? Okay, I can kind of see that, but however, it's still a decent shoe, and it's kind of one of those you got to find the right time. I would say like October time frame, you could probably get away with this a lot more, but I feel like Christmas holidays you can still hit with this, because I mean, to be honest, another thing that we could have low-key gave these a nickname was the Grinch, you know what I'm saying? Easily, right? You know what I'm saying? If you just kind of pay attention to it, but it is what it is. But I feel like this like whole netting material, even granted the last shoe that I showed, the Prestos, it's kind of contradicting. I feel like this whole type of material of shoes we're just kind of not into right now, but I don't want to get rid of my pairs that I copped, man. And I remember I got these for retail at Foot Locker, and I don't regret it. Now, is it the most super duper comfortable shoe that I own? No. And I know people go crazy for that gum bottom, and I am a major sucker for gum bottom as well, but this was my Monday shoe, was a semi-frozen yellow 350 V2 Yeezy. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday. Traveling purposes for the kid right here, man. So again, I had to go visit family for the holidays. This is how the game goes. Sometimes they come visit me and vice versa. But pretty much, I just wanted to be comfortable when I'm traveling. I wanna be as comfortable as possible. But anyway, that means I was in none other than a pair of Yeezy slides. Now this is the Azure colorway, aka I'm just gonna keep it simple, the blue colorway, right? Okay, these joints are probably broken in, but I think the only time I really wear these is when I'm traveling, and yes, I got other options as well. But I will say this is a shoe where honestly it's super duper comfortable, and for it to be so plain Jane, it probably don't get enough love. But I feel like, I'm not gonna say as a requirement as a sneakerhead, but I feel like you're not gonna hurt yourself by having a pair of these. I recommend like at least have one pair, because these joints do tend to last forever. Even the beaters that y'all see that I normally put in rotation each and every week, these are slowly becoming my travel beaters, if that means anything. But the kid don't travel like that like he used to, but I still travel enough, right? Okay, so pretty much this was my Tuesday shoe, was a Yeezy slide in the Azure colorway. Cool, now I'm gonna move right along on to Wednesday. Pretty much should be Christmas time if I'm scheduling everything correctly according to this. So I wanted to wear a shoe that I haven't really worn in a long time, or actually scratch that. I wanted to wear a shoe that I haven't really worn at all, because it's still kind of brand new in my collection, and there's still quite a few. At least, like I want to say, like at least one pair that I know that I'm thinking of off the top of my head that I haven't worn. But I'm trying to make sure I wear all my sneakers. And this one right here is my favorite silhouette. There's your hint right there if you've been watching the channel for quite some time. So on Wednesday, on Christmas Day, the kid stepped in none other than the Air Force One. I'm a year while you were sleeping. And this is what I wore for Christmas Day right here, man. Super duper comfortable shoe, Air Force One, timeless classics. Even if you don't know the quote unquote street name or the collab or anything like that, everybody's gonna know, hey, this is the Air Force One sneaker. And it's a shoe that I felt like it was appropriate for Christmas time. Granted, I probably should have waited to Easter, but I didn't want to wait that time, like wait that long. So I decided to go ahead and break these guys out, and I don't regret it, man. So it's a shoe that I felt like, you know, you can get it off with the right fit, and I feel like it'll work for Christmas time. It's subtle, but it still kind of stands out at the same time, where it's not a loud sneaker, but it's still like, if you blink your eye, you're gonna be like, hey, what are those type of shoes, right? Okay, in a good way. But anyway, this was my Wednesday shoe, was the My Year Air Force One while you were sleeping. Cool, now we're gonna move right along to Thursday. Another travel day for the kid. It is what it is. Try to come back home and get everything situated. And of course, you know what that means. The kid stepped in. What he originally stepped in on Tuesday was the Yeezy Slide Azure, right? Okay. I think last week I didn't have any slides on there at all, so it's only right and appropriate that I have it this time. But it is what it is, man. This is just what I like to have, where stick your foot in these guys, hop in the car, hop on the plane, get back down, touchdown, and then you do what you need to do. But traveling to me, as much as people say they love to travel, it's a love-hate for me, because traveling is something where it's cool, but it's also exhausting too, because I hate living out of a bag, and I've done it for a long time now, and it is what it is, and it's something I try to do the very, very minimum on, and I get kind of a flack from it from certain individuals, like, yo, you never stay nowhere long enough. It's like, yo, I don't want to live out of a bag no longer than I have to, but that's just me, right? And everybody got their own preference, but this was my Thursday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Azure. Cool, now we're gonna move right along to Friday. The kid right back at the work. I work a full-time job, and no, we didn't have the rest of the week off like some other individuals. Don't want to sound like I'm hating, but just keeping it 100. Anyway, so on Friday, the kid stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and these are the Rookie of the Years. It's a shoe that I definitely should be wearing a lot more of, but I feel like this is a great shoe for definitely fall time and definitely winter time. And I don't know about you guys' area, but it has been freezing here. Like below freezing, if you ask me. I've been having to run the heater a lot more, and yeah, when I'm doing my errands, I'm trying to be in and out real quick. I grab and go. I don't mingle. I don't hang outside, this, that, and the third. It's not playing right now, and this is just literally, I think this is technically the first week of winter, or the second week, don't quote me on that, and I can definitely tell, right? That's the nicest way I can say it. But the wings up on this joint right here on the Jordan 1 kind of open up right here, and I like that special thing about the shoe that kind of sticks out. If you know, not every Jordan 1 actually does this, but I'm glad they actually decided to do these on these guys right here. And yeah, pretty much this was my Friday shoe. Pretty much gonna put that right there, was the Rookie of the Year. And makes sense to me. But anyway, that completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week, for week 104. Y'all sign off in the comment section, let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.